What's good, y'all? So in this video, I'm gonna be reacting to Fantastic Hip Hop. I don't remember the name of the video. They're basically talking about Drake allegedly buying all of Kendrick's Toronto show floor seats, so that when like the show happens, it looks like nobody, wanted to come. But he's a little slow, so that's not what's gonna happen. But I'll let Fantastic Hip Hop explain it more in depth. Basically, they're just probably gonna just let people in for free because the seats are already paid for. Huh? He helped them. What?
Going on in the music industry right now. Kendrick Lamar and X album posting one of the top 3 highest second week sales figures of this decade, to Kendrick still having 3 top 10 hits on the charts despite it being the time of the year where holiday music tends to dominate all the airwaves, to even other artists around Kendrick like SZA now getting ready to release her long-awaited deluxe album to her record SOS titled Lano, which is now officially on the way. All in all, in this time where the rest of the music industry is...
Didn't SOS come out last year? Do people wait that long to do deluxes? I thought that was like a quicker type of, thing that happened. I don't know.
Is going away for the rest of the year. Kendrick Lamar, PG Lang, and Top Dog Entertainment are all getting ready to give us what may become the most dominant single-year stretch in hip-hop we ever see from an entire crew and wave. And right now, from what we can...
Schoolboy Q. Others.
Can definitively...
Absol. What? Where J-Rock at?
All of this hype for 2025 is culminating in Kendrick Lamar and SZA's Grand National Stadium Tour. And now with all the anticipation and buzz this series of performances are already seeing, Kendrick and SZA hitting the road to take hip-hop and R&B into some of the biggest venues in the world is looking like it's gonna end up breaking so many different touring records. And now as all of the anticipation and buzz is increasing for this concert by the second, and as a result, Kendrick and SZA even rolled out more shows in both Kendrick's home city of LA and SoFi Stadium. Which seriously, when it comes to that city itself, if you thought the pop-out was legendary, them at SoFi is going to be 100 times crazier. And also they rolled out an additional show in none other than Toronto, Canada in the Rogers Centre. And so with this rivals reside, he has been showing that he is commanding a level of popularity that no other rapper can right now, and because of this hype, and also the narrative in general that Kendrick Lamar's success has even made him the king of Toronto and Canada over Drake, as he is now not just playing in a venue that Drake has never been in, but at that one that is way bigger than anything he has ever performed in his hometown as well. Altogether, with Kendrick now coming back into Drake's home city, and after a time where Drake banned other people from Kendrick's camp of playing, now he's about to have the biggest show any rapper ever has there. Things are starting to look worse than ever for Drake and OVO because beyond any claims of artificial numbers or fake hype and demand, there is now nearly 100,000 tickets that are going to be sold in his own city of people who are all going to watch the man who has destroyed his career perform. And now because of this pressure and just general humiliation Drake has been feeling as now he really has nowhere left to run, Drake has already started doing the one thing he can in this time, which is to troll and try to just be straight out petty, because while Drake will never get in the booth and go head to head with Kendrick Lamar in terms of releasing diss tracks again, as we have all seen, Drake is still going to try to be petty and take down Kendrick.
I'm literally eating raw cranberries and they're really not good. They just have a bunch of vitamins and shit. So I'm just, I'm trying over here to like get my, I don't know, I'm deficient, I think in vitamin D or something. I'm trying to get it in.
Ken behind the scenes.
Ugh.
And success of Not Like Us right when GNX released, which when it comes to the timing of that was definitely to try and hinder the success of that record, as we now enter a year that is really gearing up to be even bigger for Kendrick Lamar, TDE, the West Coast, and every single person around him.
Everything that he's done has backfired. Like, he was trying to like overshadow. He was trying to do a Meet the Grams. Okay, he was trying to do a like a overshadowing thing so people weren't paying attention to GNX. But all he did was made people pay attention to Kendrick more, and now go back to Not Like Us. So now he had like all of his. He had multiple of his album songs in the top 10, and then you brought Not Like Us back up to the top 20. Stupid move. That's what I'm saying. He's just a little bit slow.
Hype, get ready for Drake to go even beyond the most petty lines he has crossed already. and just straight out do the most pathetic things we have ever seen from a rapper, even for his standards already. But now, before we even get to here,
leave a like and subscribe.
Just with all of the build-up and success that Kendrick and TDE
are... I thought that's what he was about to say, because that's what he usually says around this time in the videos.
They're seeing right now. Drake has already tried to sabotage this historic moment that is gonna go down as Kendrick Lamar's Grand National Tour. Now, before we get into what this latest moment in the catastrophe that is Drake's career right now is, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps.
What do I be talking about?
And so now, with what Drake has been trying to do to seemingly take down the absolute milestone that is Kendrick Lamar playing in the biggest venues on the entire continent, is first off, and most importantly when it comes to having any sort of future for his career, is to try and step on Kendrick Lamar taking control of Toronto with his 2 shows at the Rogers Center. And now what Drake is doing here, instead of trying to win back his city by once again tapping in with their local scene and becoming an active participant within their culture, which, just as we have seen Kendrick Lamar lean into, has been one of the most successful ventures we have seen any rapper pull off recently, and even beyond the local scene.
Maybe he thought Wagwan Delilah was tapping into the culture. Maybe that's what he did, because I really didn't understand it. But you know, a lot of people that aren't from like Cali, I'm not from Cali and I loved GNX, but a lot of people that are not from Cali and don't like Kendrick, was what I've noticed, have said like, oh, this is a Cali album, I don't get it, I don't like the way it sounds, whatever. So maybe Wagwan Delilah was for the Torontians, the Canadians.
Off recently, and even beyond the local scene, just coming outside in this time where his reputation is in the mud and trying to win people back over by reminding everyone of a time where he was once liked. Instead of any of this, Drake is seemingly sitting back right now and plotting on how to counter whatever Kendrick Lamar is doing with an antic that won't put him in any direct confrontation with him, but at the bottom line will try to take away the spotlight from Kendrick with Drake's own actions. And now already, before we can even get into Kendrick's tour, with Lamar's first major appearance at a stadium event this year being none other than the Super Bowl. Already with this moment, we have seen Drake hint so many different times that he is going to try and ruin the big game, which he has posted both cryptically about when he has shown off pictures of Bane from The Dark Knight Rises in the iconic scene where he marches into a football field, and beyond whatever strange plans Drake has in his head, he also announced an entire world tour which starts on the same day as...
That's Drake's alter ego, by the way. It's a little girl.
As Kendrick will be playing at the biggest show in music. And now, based on the way Drake is already...
Is he trying to threaten Kendrick? Do you understand? Do you understand that you don't do that, Drake? Do you understand what happened to you the last time you did it? Every time you did it? Shit, you need to shut up. I would just shut up, because you keep messing it up for yourself. It's really looking bad. I don't want it to happen to you no more. Just... does he not understand? If he just ignored it and put out his own music, lived his life, it would stop. But no. In fact, he just wants to sneak diss, sub, go at other people, get mad at well, I want to call this man Keith Sweat. I wish I knew you wanted me. Whoever that is. He wanted to go after him. It was The Weeknd, Future, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, everybody. I don't know. It's just getting to be too much.
And redirect headlines his way by just doing one of the wildest
and
things we have ever
like
seen a rapper do following a rap beef. Well, you can almost 100% say major happen on his end, and if he was talking about Kendrick Lamar and everything he did to him on streams and on random posts, he is definitely going to try to sneak diss Kendrick from the other side of the world, all while Kendrick Lamar is having the biggest night of his career. And so now from this, and fast forwarding to the shows at the Rogers Center, what the rumor right now going around is that Drake is going to be pulling a 50 Cent and is going to buy out all the floor seats for this show for Kendrick, so then the concert is seemingly empty. And no one goes, which will make Kendrick look like this big failure. And now when you consider the types of games Drake plays and how much he looks up and still talks to 50 Cent, well, there is no actual strong confirmation that he is going to be doing this. as Drake does not have the leverage to shut down this stadium and not have Kendrick perform, as he is not on good terms with the owners of the Rogers Center or the organizations that run the team that plays there in the Blue Jays, like he is with the Raptors, for example. We are not going to see a repeat of what happened to somebody like Schoolboy Q or Sir when they came to Drake City, and so knowing this, the only way Drake can really come at Kendrick would be to do something like buying out all the concert tickets. Because even if Drake decided to do something like holding his own concert on the same night, even if he sold out the next biggest venue, it would still be less than half of what Kendrick is doing. And so now with Kendrick's actual show at the Rogers Center, with all this context and based on the way the seating charts have been getting filled out so far, some people think Drake is actually trying to do what 50 did, but really when you look at Drake's goal and then see that with a show on the scale of this, and also with the demand and where the cost of a single ticket is at, unlike what 50 did with...
Which is actually insane, not gonna lie, wanted to get tickets. It's Christmas time, bills. I want to go to a music festival. I'm going to that music festival. It is what it is, and I'm going VIP. So my money is there. Adding that in there, and I was looking at them tickets, bitch. Ugh. I saw Mr. Morale in the Big Stepper, so I guess it's okay.
The only reason what 50 did worked in the first place was because the tickets for Ja were marked down so much that he was not going to make anything from the show regardless. Meaning that if Drake got these tickets, all he would be doing is making Kendrick Lamar's pockets bigger, which would just be helping him get yet another win, as even when Drake is trying to go against Kendrick and humiliate him, he would still actually be helping him win in a way regardless. And so now with the place where we are at, where Kendrick Lamar has this entire tour and Drake is seemingly scrambling to try and find a way to get him from not being able to play a show that will forever tarnish the relationship Drake has with his city, as it will solidify that over everything Drake has said, that people in masses still want to go and support the guy who has ruined his career. And because of this, what Drake is going to have to realize sooner rather than later is that no matter at this point what tricks he pulls out and how he tries to put things back in his favor, Kendrick Lamar has really become just too big to be stopped, because with the success of GNX, which in terms of mainstream albums, pure streaming numbers, is the biggest rap album the industry has gotten in multiple years at this point in terms of the efficiency and impact it's having on the charts, which is why Kendrick has now overtaken Drake's monthly listener count, and GNX is on pace to have some of the best second and third week numbers we have seen in quite some time for an album in this quick consumption era as well. All in all, between things like this to just Kendrick having such a greater vision for everything happening right now, which has made his movement bigger than just a single artist, because from the producers and rappers featured on his own album, to other people like Baby Keem, to all of Top Dog Entertainment, and at the center of the plan right now in SZA, who is joining him on tour and has more music on the way herself, and even someone like Doechii, who is rumored to become the opener for this series of concerts.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like, you the freaking opener, bitch. I want to see you perform so bad. But he had to make them tickets. I don't want to sound bougie. I like to be close. When I went to see Beyonce, obviously didn't pay for them tickets, but I was floor seats for Formation. Traveled to Philly. Got a hotel. Traveled to see J. Cole. Traveled to see Kendrick Lamar. If you're going to be all the way at the top, I don't know. I just rather not go. I want to be able to see you for real. So I looked at floor seats at like a good angle. I don't want to be like not being able to see. Floor seats, good angle, kind of corner to the stage. And I was cool if I was like in row like J or something. And them shits, $500. $500. The VIP that I'm getting for the freaking music festival, that is a 2-day, like all day concert, it's not even 500. Well, it is, but that's 2 days, all day. So I just couldn't do it. I ain't gonna lie.
And this would just be a perfect fit.
And don't think about getting first row. That was like 1,100.
Really embodies so much of what has made both Kendrick as a rapper beloved and SZA as a singer. And with the way right now we are watching Doechii rise into genuine stardom, and also with the expectation that her debut album is going to be coming out in 2025 as well, and from people who have heard it, they are saying that it's genre changing. At this point, Kendrick Lamar has a group of some of the best creatives in the music industry, more united than any crew has been in a long time, and for Drake, his own city is turning on him. So really, the lesson to learn from with all of this here is that Kendrick has organically created an entire machine that he is steering. And unless something unprecedented happens, will ensure that every single moment he wants to create in the near future seemingly happens on his terms and no one else's.
I think I get the gist. My phone's about to die, so I have to stop here. But yeah, I think if that is the alleged rumor is true, he's just kind of slow. And everything else, like I said, the way he's moving, he's not doing anything but making himself look worse, making Kendrick look better. So I think he should just leave, like literally try to be as unbothered as possible, go back to his life, enjoy your freaking life. You're rich, do what you want to do. Damn. Because you literally are digging yourself a grave and making more and more and more and more enemies. It's really weird, you know. So I don't know. So, anyways, wish I could go to the concert. It's not looking very, very, very bright. Unless my mama got me some tickets for Christmas. Anyways, y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I'll see y'all in the next one.